Taken down right at the 20. Prescott looks to throw right away. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
Throwing, Prescott. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 46 yards. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Escaping the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Josie Jewell. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. A big game there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd.
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, 27 yards. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. Wilson. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, CeeDee Lamb. 57 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Wilson will throw again. That's going to be caught. Touchdown Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Now it's Wilson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
They go play action now. Wilson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first catch for Judy. Good for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Prescott on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 36 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1.
I have to admit, I excitement of a two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries.
And got his man complete. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So illegal touching, Charles, on the outside.
And a lot of people wonder if the quarterback should see that. No, it's not his job to understand if the receiver's inbounds or out of bounds. You expect him to be there. But if he takes a step out, he essentially becomes ineligible. And that's not a tough one for an official to see, especially one standing on the sideline.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Flush to his right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After for the touchdown. Lutz to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.